Social media is filled with Pinterest-worthy decorations and picture-perfect family traditions. A quick scroll might leave you feeling like you're falling short and missing the mark of what a normal Christmas should look like. But my next guest is redefining normal to seize the simplicity of the season and embrace the normal life. Lisa Andersen is a mother we look up to. She inspires other moms on social media by sharing ideas to make life feel lighter. Welcome back.
Thank you. I love being here.
Well, we want to start on this topic of social media and how does that, I think we all feel it a little bit, but how does that influence how we picture what Christmas should be?
Yeah, I think it's been really interesting for me to learn as somebody who does share on Instagram what the whole point of Instagram is to keep people on the app. Like creators who do this professionally, their job is to keep people coming to the app. So as somebody, then when I am somebody who's scrolling, I remind myself, like their job is to do things that are amazing and beautiful and things that I want to see because that's what their job is. And so I think it's really important to keep that in mind so then you can detach from what is normal and what is they're just showing their talents and trying to impress us.
Yeah, because you said really simplicity, you might be surprised, is the thing that could possibly bring you the most joy.
Yes, exactly. And I think when I think about simplicity at Christmas time, I think of just doing the things that bring us joy. And I think for all of us that might look different because you might do something that I'm like, I would never do that, but that brings you joy, but it doesn't bring me joy. So I'm going to do the thing that brings me joy. And so that's simplicity, just focusing on the things that bring us joy, letting go of all the other things. We don't have to do every single thing, every single Christmas thing there is to do.
Yeah, so there's a lot of fluctuation in what it works for different people, but you do say there are three things that all of us should thoughtfully consider as we're thinking about Christmas. And the first one is just how do I want to show up?
Yes,
for my family.
Exactly. So I think as we're thinking about moving into Christmas time, I think this question will help guide what you choose to do and what you choose not to do. So when we think, how do I want to show up for my family? How do I want to show up in my home? Most of us will say, I want to be happy. I want to be somebody my family wants to be around. I want to be able to feel love and give love and have all of those feelings. And so that will help guide what you choose. Because if you're starting to pile on the things that don't allow you to feel those feelings you want to feel, that's when you know, okay, I got to stop. I got to stop.
Too stressed, too overwhelmed, all of those things aren't going to help you show up.
Yeah. So it's good to know that in advance so that'll help you make your choices.
You also say we need to think about our home and kind of the feeling there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's similar. Like, do you want your home to be a place where your kids can come and feel comfortable? Do you want them to come have fun? And I think then you choose your decor and the things you do in your home accordingly. If you have little kids, it might not make sense for you to have elaborate decorations because then you're going to feel stressed all of the time. Or if you feel like overwhelmed by all the stuff, maybe it's time for you to simplify and declutter. So think about those feelings that you want in your home and do the things that you need to do to achieve that.
And also what matters to you. So you're talking about how you want to show up, how you want your home to feel, and then what matters to me.
Yes, exactly. And when we're clear on what matters, like when we know I really love serving with my family, I'm going to focus on doing those good things with my family, or I really love having this holiday party at my home and bringing my family together, that matters to me. When we know those things that really make the difference for us at Christmas time and we hold on to those and we do those things and again let go of the things that don't matter to us, that's when we're going to be able to feel the way we want to feel at Christmas time.
That's something I spoke with our parenting contributor about too, because talking about what matters to our kids too. So I have adult children and I'm constantly talking to them about what matters to them at Christmas because it has to be kind of a blend, right? Of what we want and what they want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so whether they're big or small, we could have that conversation, right?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about normal then. That's kind of what we've been talking about. So what does normal look like for you at Christmas time?
Okay, in our home, our house, we have pretty simple decorations. I probably have about 6 Christmas decorations. But one thing that I do love is our Christmas tree. It's a little eclectic. It's not necessarily a beautiful tree, but when I was young, my dad would give us a decoration every single year, an ornament every single year that had to do with something important that happened to us that year, or for us. And my husband has done that for my kids, and so our tree is this eclectic collection of memories. And so I love it. I love that tree, but it's not anything you would put on Instagram by any means, but it's meaningful to me. We have an elf that comes to our house. However, our elf does not get into any mischief. Like our elf just moves and it's amazing. So
And that works for your
that's
kids?
normal for my kids, and it's great.
I love that.
I'm very grateful for that. We love wearing ugly Christmas sweaters at Christmas time in our family. We think that's really fun. And we've also started going to In-N-Out Burger on Christmas Eve just to keep things simple so we can focus on, doing all the things and then not have to worry about doing dishes Christmas Eve.
And I love that you've just created that very personal tradition for your family. Let's talk about women out there who may feel overwhelmed trying to create this perfect Christmas. Do you have any thoughts, ideas for them?
Yeah, I think I would just ask that woman, whoever's feeling like it needs to be perfect, what is the cost for you to achieve whatever it is you're thinking of? And if they're willing to pay the price of whatever it is, then awesome. So be it, go for it. You do what is gonna bring you happiness. But I would say most women would probably say, no, I'm not willing to be stressed or overwhelmed or exhausted. I want to enjoy Christmas. I want to enjoy the season and feel love and joy. And so I would imagine that asking yourself that question would help you pivot and create a more simple Christmas.
Yeah, I just love these 3 things that you've offered up for us to consider as we go into Christmas. We have time because we're still kind of near the beginning of December, so we can be thoughtful.
Yep,
Thank you so much for your insight. Where can people connect with you?
I am on Instagram at Just Lisa Andersen.
Just Lisa Andersen.
Just Lisa Andersen.
And it's an
Yep.
E-N, right?
E-N,
Okay, E-N. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so glad to be here.